they're all very young. My career was in the past. So they've all had to Google me occasionally now and again just to see if I actually did play. So no, my experiences are my experiences. We talk about lots of different things. Like I say, the girls, like I say, they've got plenty of experience within that group. And like I say, it's at the moment we'll be leaning on someone like Shania Power and Meg because they've got experience in these kind of environments. Like Shania's played in State of Origins and Meg's played in semi-finals and finals. So it's the experience within the group. My experience comes through just being able to keep the group calm, know that there's times when you need to say certain things and there's times when you just need to leave them alone. So my experience is not theirs. It's like one of those kind of, it doesn't matter how many times I've played at Wembley and what I've done. Oh, that's just a nice story for me to tell when I feel like I'm not that important and I can try and pretend that I am. So it's not something that the girls are going to get a lot out of, really. In fact, they might probably just take the piss out of me, if I'm honest. That's what they usually do.
Are you as excited as they are then? That they are 80 minutes away from Wembley and a chance to make history because it'll be the first Wigan Warriors women's team to be there.
Yeah, that's what's exciting about the fact that we've turned a couple of corners over the last 2 years since I've been here, like year and a half, sorry. And it's understanding what this club is, understanding your role, understanding your purpose within this group, and the expectations that we spoke about that being a Wigan player leads to. And I'm excited for the girls because they've worked so hard, and these are the things that we've talked about. These are the ambitions and aspirations within the groups as a group and as individuals. So they're excited, and we're lucky in the sense that we've got such a great management platform as well here through Wayne Joyce and Chris Rodlinski and Dr. Brooks. It's like, so we've got people that understand that there are things that the girls need to see that they're doing well as well. So it makes them feel like this is really important and special. And that's what being part of this club is as well. Like I say, there's lots of good people in there that want the best from you. So the girls are excited, yeah. And to answer your question on that kind of stuff, yeah, I want to see them play in a game now against somebody that's can be a test and see where we are as a group from our pre-season.
I know Leeds had a tougher quarter-final than they might have expected, and you've obviously gone through your record so far this year. But as a first real test for both sides as well, so you're both going in there kind of in an unknown situation in
Yeah, and
2025.
then that depends on you, like say, how your preparation's gone. I think Leeds, like I said, they've conceded some points, but they've won their games. They've blooded a lot of new girls within there. They've also got girls that will step up. Like I said, there's a group of girls there that are probably going to be a little bit fearless as well because of their age and their lack of experience, but that gives them a little bit of, like I say, that fear of the unknown. They don't really care about that. They're just going to go out there and play. And there's a lot of talented girls in this league side, and we know that we've got to be good to be able to compete.
Switching from Saints to Wigan, Megan, what was that decision like? And obviously the history between the two clubs. What was it like fitting in the new place from the old place?
You know what? It wasn't obviously when I first made a transition, I was like, this is a huge step. Like it was not probably one of the hardest decisions I've ever had to make. Because, Saints is my hometown. I've been there for like many seasons. I was in the academy there. But, that decision was the right one for me at the time. And I feel like it is now. Um, but in terms of fitting in, all the girls, I couldn't have asked for a more supportive group of girls. Everyone made me feel welcome. We worked hard during pre-season together. Just, I can't say enough about the girls, just a really, really good group of girls. I consider them my friends. We work so hard for each other. And yeah, I feel comfortable. I'm happy here. And I'm excited of what's to come.
Izzy Rowe mentioned at the start of the season about the different accents that have come into the club because all the players from down under have come in. How's the team fitting together at the moment with so many different cultures and nations together?
Oh, we love it. We're always taking the mick out of the Aussie accents, and they're always taking the mick out of ours, and it's just great banter. Um, Always on the coach ride, saying things differently. Some of the girls haven't even tried like basic foods, like just like types of cheese and stuff, and it's just great fun, isn't it, really?
The Challenge Cup, how important is it to you? And the fact that Wigan haven't been to the final in the women's competition yet, how important is it to get there this year?
I mean, like Dennis said, it is important to us, but we can't think of that of that yet. You can't get too hyper focused of course it's 80 minutes away from Wembley, but we just can't think about Wembley. You know, we've got a big challenge, we've got a big game, and that's Leeds. So Leeds is first, Leeds is our priority, and that's our focus this week. That's what should be our focus on.
What do you expect from Leeds on the weekend?
A competitive, challenging match. You know, I think both sides need to be at their best. You know, really competitive, physical, and intense game. You know, we've really got to like prep hard now. We've done all the hard work. Now this week's just about being focused, not letting the occasion get over you, and giving it everything you've got.
Denis Betts mentioned he was chasing after you to get you to sign for the club. How important was that? Not just for you in terms of your career, but just for an ego boost having a coach from another club wanting to sign you for so long.
Honestly, it did shock me at first. I was just a bit like, at first I was like, oh my God, like this is another opportunity. Like I need to consider this. Because obviously I hadn't even thought about moving club at the time. At the time I was like, okay, this is where I'm at. This is who I'm playing for. Then it kind of opened that door then, and it made me have to think about, okay, what are they offering? Where could this lead me? Um, and so yeah, it was good for my confidence, and it had to make me think as well, like what I need to think about my future. Where do I want to go? Who do I want to be? And yeah, so I'm grateful that he did that. Because obviously when he first approached me, I didn't move straight away. It wasn't the right time for me mid-season. Other things come up, but you know, towards the end, the offer was still there, which I was grateful for. And yeah, it was the right one for me.